So, hello, everybody. My name is Jürgen Kern. I'm heading KFW's strategy department, and I would like to share with you some of our experience, how to put government policy into practice. Just to know something about KFW, we are Germany's development bank. Like Development Bank of Japan and JICA and JBIC maybe. We're committing around about 80 billion per year, and our balance sheet is 500 billion. Our mandate is the improvement of living conditions worldwide, and already now 38% of our commitments are addressing climate projects. Next slide, please. Thank you very much. So back in 2019, as Mr. Gorisen also told, Germany adapted the climate protection program. And the question for us, how to put this into a development bank's strategy. And therefore, we have introduced in our strategic framework the transformation of economy and society to improve economic, social, and ecological living conditions worldwide. As a bank, we have chosen 3 pillars on which we implement this strategy. And 2 of them we call inside out. That is what you have been talking about. What our commitments are doing, let's say, with the world. And the other one is inside out. What is the impact of climate change on our assets? So the first pillar is the strengthening of the environmental, social, government risk management. That's something a bank is very familiar with doing, because banks are measuring risk all time. So this is not a paradigm change, but we have to adopt good measures to identify risks earlier, to protect our asset protections, as Mr. Gorisen also mentioned, for instance, from stranded assets, and to support financial market stability, as KfW is a very big player in the financial market in Germany. So one pillar is the strengthening of the ESG, environmental, social, government risk management. The other pillar is the SDG commitment or contribution of our commitments. As a development bank, we have to show our impact. So we want to become more transparent with our SDG contributions. We will integrate a group-wide impact indicators in our reporting systems, and therefore we will strengthen our data management. So the very topic that you're talking about is greenhouse gas neutrality. So another pillar which we introduce in our strategic framework is the Paris alignment of KfW's financing activities to reach the Paris climate goals. So we do not distinguish between the German goal and the international goals. We just say, as a bank that is acting in 100 countries worldwide, we want to become Paris aligned with our portfolio. We do this through sector guidelines we have chosen for several sectors with the goal to support economy in its transformation process. Next slide, please. So I think very interesting discussion also for you is on what to focus. And we have distinguished, you see the different colors of the bars, in greenhouse gas intensive sectors and other sectors. We believe that, or it is proven already, that 80 to 90% of greenhouse gas emissions are coming from 8 to 10 sectors. So it's prudent to focus on those sectors, and the blue bar on the right hand side we can leave outside because this has not an impact on climate change. So we want to invest especially in transformative technologies that are aligned with greenhouse gas neutrality through promoting trend-setting technologies and innovative business models, to market penetration, that is, for instance, green hydrogen, new technologies that are not so market not so going well in the market for the time being, Then we want to promote transitional technologies to some extent that are not greenhouse gas neutral, but significant importance in the transition phase. We want to track the greenhouse gas reductions, and absolutely we have to avoid lock-in effects. The brown bar that is going down, you see that we will not finance any more outdated greenhouse gas intense technologies, which applies, for instance, for coal. And we have the sector where we do not see any relation to greenhouse gas emission. For instance, student loans that we are financing also, that is out of our Paris aligned steering concept. So that's a glance I wanted to give you how we have introduced, coming from the government level into the steering concept or the management concept of a portfolio of a development bank. Thank you very much.